I was thinking about what should we talk about and what should I share with you. And as many of you know, I don't prepare anything. I usually get the message from the Choose Source either just when I start speaking with you or right now when I started to record this conversation. And this conversation, it has to do all about right action. And right action is so important. And with right action comes the law of correct exchange. So simply put is, whatever you put out there, it comes back to you. But right action commands you to think about what are you doing in your life? How do you communicate with others? How do you respect each other? And it involves your family, your friends, relationships, and even the work, your missions and goals. There are many times when our buttons are pushed, and we know it's hard to be very loving because somebody has done something to us, and they've done something to us because it hurts us. Not so much physically, but emotionally. But if we look at it something like that and say right action, and our button is being pushed, are they not a teacher for us to look at ourselves and saying, why are we responding to this? Why is it touching us? Why am I angry or upset? Why do I want to hit him on the head or take out some type of retribution? What is it in me that I'm responding to? Therefore, I'd like to have each one of you, when someone pushes your button, to say, I have to be introspective. What it is in me that I need to heal and release? And that's like, going up to a person, and let's say this person is a woman, and let's say she is 5'6", and let's say I said to her, and she weighed about 98 pounds. We're using this as an example. I said, oh, Jane, you look so great. You put on some weight. You look phenomenal. What do you mean I put on weight, Michael? What do you mean? And her button's pushed. So to go from 98 to 110 and you're that tall is hardly noticeable. It is noticeable in your face. And it's really a compliment. But because that woman, or maybe a man, has the fear of being overweight, I push their button unintentionally to give them a compliment. And the right action for her should have been, or him, why am I so sensitive about it? I feel good about myself. I look in the mirror, I look great. Somebody recognized I don't look so gaunt and skinny. My ribs aren't sticking out. Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you, Michael, for the compliment. But if you have an issue with it, then it means there's a reflection for you to look in the mirror, look at yourself. So right action says, number one, you have to look at yourself and why is this in my life? Number two is when I talk about right action, is to do the right things for other people, to do it forthright. And correct exchange means what comes around goes around. And that's kind of the law of karma. So right action says, how do you address people? How do you look at people? How do you think of people? How do you think of yourself? How do you think of your life? And, you've created your life for whatever reason. And it's always a positive reason. Even the worst thing that can happen to you in your life, that you change your life, is right action. And it turns out to be very positive. And that all has to do with self-worth, self-love, and self-esteem. I'd like you to look at this, and that is to do something special and nice every day. When I coach a class, one of the requirements are, how did you make a difference in someone's life? That's so important because that's right action. Many times I'll go out and see somebody really sad. I go, gosh, you got a nice smile. Or I like that, that coat or the dress or that ring, or I like your car, or you got a great smile. And they perk up and they kind of smile and it makes their day and it changes their day. That simple little right action compliment changed them the whole day. You made a difference. And that beaming smile is a smile of love and energy towards you. And that's what you have to understand. And correct exchange is the old term, paying it forward. So whatever you do, it always comes back to you. Send out love, you get love. Send out hate, you get hate. You harm somebody, it happens to you. Do you know, the scientists or psychologists, I should say when you're angry, within a 24-hour period, you will end up injuring yourself. Like hitting your knuckle, stubbing your toe, spraining your ankle, or something. Within 24 hours, you will do something to harm yourself. Wow. If you thought about that, maybe you'd think about twice what you're saying and thinking. And you know, the last thought you have before you go to sleep at night, which has been proven, you review in your mind 60 to 120 days. So how about having right action, looking in the mirror? One of my favorites is saying your name, XYZ, you are unlimited. And you say that 3 times. And if you review that in your mind, subconscious mind in the sleep, you're going to wake up, I feel good today, I can do anything. That's a form of being you are unlimited. That's so powerful. Or, you know, my mother used to say, you know, when you're married, never go to sleep having a fight with your spouse. Always give her a kiss or a hug so you go to sleep happy. Lots of wisdom in that. And there's so much wisdom that we've forgotten. We've forgotten what right action is, to make things that make us happy. The little simple things, not a new diamond or a car or whatever. Yeah, it makes you happy. And then you become addicted. I need another fix, another car, another. Instead, just do simple things. The simple things are the ones that bring love and joy in your life. The simple things are when you compliment others. But, you know, look in the mirror and say, I look pretty good. My life is pretty good. Yeah, I've had some challenges, but, you know, I've overcome them. Because you know what? There's a solution to every challenge in your life. There is always a solution. And when a person says, I can't do that, I finally tell them, no, it's not you can't, you won't. Your choice. I love you. Do whatever you want to do. And that's to make them think, yeah, I've got to take action. So I leave you with this little thought. And the thought is, you are unlimited. But do something every day that creates right action. Complimenting someone. Doing something nice for yourself or anyone else. Do something that makes a difference in their life and in your life. So thank you, everyone. Pass this on and have a great, wonderful week.